Well, welcome to our very first show on See, Hear, Love and the launch of our online destination, a place where you will be inspired, resourced, and equipped for your everyday life. And what a perfect day to launch our new show and our website than on International Women's Day. That's today, right now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm your host, Melinda, and I'm joined by my wonderful co-hosts every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around this kitchen table to share with you our thoughts on faith, community, life, love, and relationships. And we'll be sharing our own stories, our favorite things, and essentially our lives with you. Why? Because as we have shared our stories on big stages, in schools, at churches, at teen events, at women's conferences, and yes, even some of us on TV, we have seen women and men respond to our authenticity and have told us time and time again, we now know that we're not alone, that we're actually more the same than we are different, and that by sharing your story, you have given us the courage to share ours. So that being said, here we are in Studio C at the Crossroads Center just outside of Toronto with new girlfriends, ready for the journey of a lifetime ahead for us. And so let's meet these amazing women who are my co-hosts and bloggers, so diverse in so many ways, which I know will bring great conversation, spicy conversation as we learn and grow together. Cheryl, woohoo, Abby,
hi,
Joanna, Kimberly, who you'll meet a little later in Nashville, and so excited for you women, sisters, to be with me on this dream, this journey together. So I guess I need to ask you, because we've talked about it, but I actually want you to say it to the world. Cheryl, why did you join the team? What was it about, doing a Christian women's web show that you were like, yep, I'm doing it?
I joined the team because I really feel in the core of my being that God is in this. And, in the Bible, it says, the Lord says, behold, I do a new thing amongst you. Will you not know it? And I feel like God is doing a new thing. I feel like the media and social media platforms and technology is now becoming this really cool way of reaching a whole other generation. And in a world where we've become so visual and so sensory, I'm so happy that we can use this platform to really bring a tangible expression of the love of God.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. But also your background, tell us a little bit about you, because you bring a plethora of experience in media to the table, really.
Yeah, I own a Christian media company called XUC Media Group, and I'm a filmmaker and a playwright. So I live my life in the arts and in creative media, and I understand the power of it when used properly. It's such an amazing tool. I think the more important thing for me is that I'm 100% real. I'm on the real.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't do fake. I'm allergic to fake. It gives me the hives. And I really had to weigh and pray, weigh the weight of it. And I know that this is going to be 100% authentic, and I'm open to being open.
Yeah.
So good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So good.
Joanna, what about you?
Yeah, well, my whole world is in communication and media stuff, not so much in the theater world, but more in the media side. So I am wanting always to be on the forefront of what's going on in media. So to hear about a show that's just for web, to me, that really resonates with. I don't watch TV. I watch everything online. I know a lot of people do too. So, and I'm thinking of the people that I get to minister to and connect with every day. It's people who are going to be finding us online. And so, one of my big things I always talk about is I think the church is the most important message in the world. So I think we need to be the best communicators in the world.
Great.
And so because of that, let's use every medium available to us to do that. And so, web, show, sure, it sounds fun, and get to know each other and connect with women all over the place.
And you're so good, because when I look on your Instagram and on your website, the imaging is really important to you. I think you're also a preacher. Because what you bring, to the table too is going to be a lot of that, because your heart is in, the Word of God, in your love of church,
right.
Engaging young people with the message, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, how long have you been a pastor now?
Ooh, well, I've worked in church for almost 10 years, but my title has changed many times.
As it does, yeah.
So
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I know that Kimberly is with us from Nashville. I know she's sitting in her
Yeah.
kitchen because she can't be here in Toronto, but she is our Nashville correspondent. And so we're so excited, Kim, that you are joining us from your kitchen in Nashville. What are your thoughts? Because we love having a U.S. correspondent bringing in life and laughter to us. So tell us why you're involved.
Hey Melinda, hey Cheryl, hey Joanna, hey Abby. Oh my goodness, girls, here we are. I think this is so exciting. Melinda, remember all the times and all the chats that we've had and shared this dream of a show for women like this? Like, your heart has always been for this. And it hasn't always happened, though, in the time that we thought like it could come to be. And I remember one time after the dream kind of was a little crushed and rejected, just us out and chatting and just remember that, you know, sometimes man can say no, but when God has birthed the dream, he will bring it to life. And here we are. And I'm really excited and really honored to be a part of it because I just know that, you know, we're all in this together and we need one another. We're all busy. We all have, you know, stuff going on and families and just things, but sometimes we can feel a little bit alone and a little bit lost in that. And so I just think this is a great place, safe, fun, and just a place where just we can just encourage and pull beauty out of maybe some hard things and just be there for one another. Just an ear, you know, and a heart, and just girlfriends just chatting. I love it. I'm just so excited. I need y'all. I just really do. So I love that we can share this even being this far away. So that's my hope. That's my prayer, is just that we just all embrace this journey together. So Abby, what about you? What are your thoughts?
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Kim. We're so excited to have you out there in Nashville. Yeah, I'm honored to be here. I think I came at a time, actually it was just after the New Year, and the Lord had brought me into this desire for something new, just kind of as you were saying. And it was one of those, I'm actually a West Coast girl that just recently moved to Ontario. So I had an empty plate and I was like, okay, Lord, what do you want from me? And then you, Melinda, came and hijacked one of our, you know, one of my meetings.
Yes, I did.
And just asked me and told me about everything that we were going to have, all the fun things you wanted to have on this website, blogs, and favorite things. And I'm really excited about that. So I'm just honored to be here. I'm very excited to be hanging out with women because that's what I do best. And, you know, love talking. So I think we're
Like
good
all
fit.
of us, yeah, I think we are.
Yeah, so.
And I think what's great for you, Abby, is that you're going to be doing a lot of blogging and like assessing the shows afterwards. So like, you know, the conversation can end here on the show, but our conversation continues on the
right,
blog.
yeah.
Right? So I think, and you're great. On Truly Abby, your website, you've got some great thoughts already. So we're going to just extend that.
Awesome.
So
Yeah,
I'm so
excited.
glad. So thank you so much. I love your thoughts. And again, you know, we're going to be hearing each other's thoughts and dreams and loves as we go. And I think it's going to be so much fun to share the conversation as well. But what we also want to share on Wednesdays is something that's going to really, I think, make us and our viewers love middle of the week.
Yes.
Right? I think they are, because Cheryl, why don't you tell everybody why Wednesdays are
happy to.
going to be a great day from here on in.
I am super excited because Wednesdays have become the new Sunday. And we are going to pipe up your Wednesday by really honoring a sister. You know, the Bible says to esteem our brothers higher than ourselves. So we want to do that with our girlfriends. And we want to honor women. And just like we do in social media, it's such a buzz, our WCW. And what does that mean? Women's Crush Wednesdays. So every Wednesday, we're going to honor someone who's really making their mark and really sacrificing and paving the way for other people. And that's what we're doing here at See Her Love.
I love it. And we've all chosen collectively our first women crush, the woman we admire, we esteem, that we want to gush about.
Yes.
And so our first woman is
the one and only pioneer who really has ushered the door for all of us, the remarkable Anne Main.
Woo! There we go. And there's a picture of her, and like every woman would love to see her picture in all its glory on a big screen, but it's Anne Maines. And I know, Joanna, you have some thoughts about Anne and what we admire about her.
Yeah, well, I mean, I love that she was sort of thrown into the whole world of television in totally unexpected ways. That she kind of came from the U.S. into Canada and entered a new culture and a new family culture, and God began to prompt her and was fearful very much, but like began to trust that it was really what God wanted her to do. So took great courage to do it, and then as a result of her courage, has like impacted so many.
Yeah.
So many people, really for generations now.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree. And Abby, what about your
Yeah.
thoughts?
I wish Anne Maines was someone I knew personally, because she has this air about her that just makes me want to be her best friend. When she's on the camera, I just really love it. And I think one of the things I was listening to a podcast that she was on with you, and she mentioned how she's really the poster child for being thrown out of her comfort zone, and I love that. I just think that's really where we grow. And so I think that speaks to a lot of women who, are wondering about taking steps, or should they not.
Yeah, that's good.
I think that's great. What about you, Cheryl?
You've said some amazing things. Let me just try and add to this awesome cake that we're baking for Anne
Oh,
today.
nice visual, Cheryl.
I'm going to give it a little icing, and then you can do the cherry on top.
Love it.
What I love about Anne is that I call her an ambassador of joy. And so Anne is always this wonderful presence of light and love and the joy of the Lord. And joy takes a lot of strength.
Yeah.
Joy takes bravery, because sometimes we don't feel joyful, and sometimes we feel actually quite opposite to that.
Right.
But somehow, through it all, no matter what's going on in Anne's life, and we would never know, the minute that she is in that ministry platform, she just exudes joy. And I remember when I was just coming into the Lord, I had come from such a very dark, broken place. I had looked on the TV, stumbled onto Huntley Street, and I just saw her, and all I could say was, I don't know what that is yet, but I want it.
Wow.
That's cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's powerful.
because joy is infectious.
Ah, that's so
Right.
good. I think I'm going to start getting emotional, actually, thinking about Anne, because this show is because of Anne Maines. Because as a young woman who had no really TV experience, she met with me and believed in me and offered me a chance to co-host a women's show called Full Circle that aired nationally across Canada for 7 years.
Wow.
We interviewed over 500 guests from all over the world. We did conferences. We went to Israel. We ministered to thousands and thousands of women. And it is actually probably one of the highlights of my life. And when that show ended, there was this big gaping hole in Canada for women's ministry. And I remember talking to Anne, and we knew in our hearts, and I would say even deeper in our bowels, that we needed something for women here in Canada, which really essentially would reach the world. And so I stand on the shoulders of Anne. I'm starting this web show and this online destination because of Anne. And I am emotional because there was a really big turning point in my life when I went through a very difficult time, when I went through a separation and divorce in my life. And Anne looked right at me in the green room, which is just down the hall from the studio, and she said right to my face, "Melinda, we never will ever shoot our wounded. And you're wounded, and what we will do as women and as a Christian community, we will guard you, we will stand for you, we will stand behind you, and we will embrace you in all that we can to get you through this very difficult time."
Right.
And when a woman says that to you, you know what you believe with all your heart. Yes, I will make it. I will get through this no matter what people say, no matter what happens, I will make it. And I did.
So good.
And here we are. And so really, that's why we're gushing. I think the perfect woman to feature on Women Crush Wednesday is Anne Maines. And so Anne, I know you're watching. This is for you. We love you. We thank you for your obedience to God, for your courage, and we just love you. So there it is, our Women Crush. We're going to be doing that every Wednesday. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Every Wednesday, we're going to feature a woman from Canada and all over the world that we will admire and crush.
That's
so
great.
amazing.
That's great. I love it.
Awesome.
Well, can you believe it? It's almost like the end of the show.
For sure.
And what a way to end the show where we share a bit of our dream, we crush on a woman, and I know that we're going to have lots of material online so that the conversation continues and on, right?
That's great.
How are we going to encourage the people who are watching? What can they do to get the word out about the show and our thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, social media, right,
Yep.
Joe?
Yes.
Go to our website, check
Yep.
things out, share your ideas, write us. We don't want to be just us four. There's so many
Oh,
of the
no.
other five,
Yes.
rather.
Yeah.
Just come to our website
Yeah.
and interact with us.
We're also going to be launching a really cool Facebook page, and we want you to
Yeah.
sign up and log on and like it. And we'll be doing some behind-the-scenes live posts, all of our mishaps and blunders.
Oh,
and
no,
that's
Cheryl.
the real stuff. We love the real stuff.
We do.
I might be on there a little too much.
And I think too, like on our videos, you can actually comment right on our videos. There's a
Yeah.
contact page so that if you have encouragement or things that you want to say to us, there's a contact page so you can contact us. I know, Joanna, you're going to be writing some things. And
Yeah, I mean, that's the great thing about web is that it can be a conversation. It doesn't have to end here at the table. It can carry on all week, and we can begin to get to know each other on the table, but also everyone who wants to get involved online. So
Yeah.
it's going to be great.
Amazing. I'm so excited. What a great first day to launch our first show. For all you viewers, we will see you on Friday. Don't forget that right now you are seen, you are heard, and you are deeply loved by God. We'll see you on Friday. Bye-bye.